Ed Sheeran has one of the most insane watch collections, and what's pretty cool is a lot of times he performs while wearing these pieces. Like here was a Patek Philippe Grand Complications reference 5208P-001. That's one of 5 of the most complicated wristwatches ever made by Patek, and it's also super rare with less than 100 of this reference ever produced. His though, that's in platinum, is now a discontinued model. The only one they continue to make is the one in rose gold, but one like his in platinum sold at Christie's in March for 7.8 million Hong Kong dollars. Which is roughly $1 million US for this watch. Next, we have Pharrell Williams, the newly creative director of Louis Vuitton, which must pay out a pretty big salary because last year he rewarded himself with a purchase of this Richard Mille UP01, which is the thinnest watch in the world at 1.75 millimeters and is limited to only 150 pieces and boasts a retail price of $1,750,000. Rihanna definitely shined bright like a diamond at the Louis Vuitton fashion show when she wore this Jacob & Co. Brilliant Flying Tourbillon. But she didn't wear it on her wrist, she actually wore this as a choker. That's covered in 30 carats of baguette cut white diamonds and has a retail price of $670,000. Jay-Z flexed on everyone at the Grammys when he wore this Patek Philippe Grandmaster Chime, reference 6300G-001. This piece is made out of white gold, has 2 faces, over 1,500 parts, and 20 complications. It's said that over 100,000 hours over 8 years were devoted to the development of this watch. Perhaps that justifies the retail price just a little of $2.5 million. But here's one in blue that's reselling close to $8 million. Here, Jack Dorsey, the founder of Twitter, casually rocks one of my grail watches, the Cartier Crash Skeleton in rose gold. That's only limited to 67 pieces and has a retail price of around 80 grand, but are reselling on the market for a few hundred grand. I've read somewhere in the ballpark of 300,000. And yes, when I'm one of the 67 owners of this watch one day, I hope to rock it just as casual as Jack Dorsey is here. Rick Ross, the boss, broke the internet when he posted this video of him picking up a $20 million watch. This watch is made by Jacob & Co. and called the Billionaire Timeless Treasure that has a total of 425 yellow diamonds weighing in at a total of 216 carats. Apparently these yellow diamonds occur only once in every 10,000 diamonds, making them one of the rarest diamonds on earth. But for 20 million bucks, I think I'm gonna pass on this one. I'm also like 20 million short, but big respects to the boss because these Wingstops must be paying off. If I learned anything in 2023, it's that cricket pays. Hardik Pandya is one of the most popular and highest earning cricket players. Here he's on vacay wearing this platinum Patek Philippe Nautilus with an emerald bezel as well as emerald hour markers that are reselling on the market for close to $2 million. So I have a question for you that I want you to put in the comments. The question is, if you had $2 million to spend, are you taking a steel Tiffany Patek? Tennis legend Roger Federer, well, his wife Mirka wore a stunning piece at Wimbledon. That's a Rolex Day-Date reference 228396 that's in platinum with a diamond dial and an emerald bezel, including baguette diamond and emerald hour markers, with a retail price of a whopping 470 grand, but on market is reselling for almost double that at about $1 million. On Corey Gamble's wrist here is an Audemars Piguet Royal Oak perpetual calendar, and if a perpetual calendar AP isn't crazy in itself, this one is even crazier. This has an open work dial, 18 karat white gold casing, with baguette diamonds around the bezel and princess cut diamonds on the bracelet, totaling 994 diamonds. That's just shy of 10 total carats of diamonds on this watch, with a market price of around $700,000. And the GOAT, Tom Brady, has been rocking some insane pieces since his partnership with IWC ended. I'm not saying IWC doesn't make great watches, but they don't make watches that cost a few million bucks. Here on his wrist is a Patek Philippe Sky Moon Tourbillon, reference 5002R. During the years this watch was produced, it was the most complicated wristwatch ever made by Patek, and his here is one of the rarest versions with only 25 pieces being made. This watch is double-sided with a perpetual calendar and more complications on the front and a sky chart on the back. One of these sold at Christie's in 2022 for 24.5 million Hong Kong dollars, which is over $3 million for this watch.